Welcome back. All right, so a little news of the day video for your Saturday before we get into the action for tonight, which is about 3.5 hours from now. So, Andrei Svechnikov has been fined $5,000 for a knee yesterday in the game against the Philadelphia Flyers. Scott Laughton. And again, does that $5,000 thing? I think the wheel's broken. I don't think the wheel's spinning right now. The wheel of justice not, because Panarin's also been fined $5,000. I knew there'd be a fine for throwing his glove at Marchand from one bench to another. And Marchand, of course, joking after that they were talking about Thanksgiving, and Panarin didn't like what Marchand got for Thanksgiving. The Rangers aren't talking about what was said. Now, do I have any doubt at all that Marchand might have said something that was a little bit out of line? Not really, no. And there's always that line with, how personal are some of the insults on the ice? They can get kind of personal. We've certainly seen that with players. And so I know it hasn't come out yet what was said. I don't know that it necessarily does, but yeah. So it's out there for now. We'll see whatever spills over into the next game, the next time they see each other. And Marchand is one of the masters of getting under the other team's skin. One thing he said about this was it's the first time he's had a player throw something at him. He's used to fans throwing stuff at him, so he's kind of used to that. But yeah, we'll see if this is where this ends. I would imagine the $5,000 fine. His teammates will throw in some, but again, he's making how much money? $5,000 is fine. Matt Murray is on waivers as expected. Ottawa was also busy claiming on the waiver wire. They claimed Adam Gaudette. So the former Vancouver Canuck goes to Chicago. This means that Jim Benning kind of has a win here because Matthew Highmore is still a member of the Canucks, and Gaudette has been waived by Chicago. So he goes to Ottawa. He'll get an opportunity to play in Ottawa. He'll get an opportunity to, probably end up, I would say third line would be where they'd be aiming for him to end up at some point. And so he'll play, and we'll see how things go for Gaudette from here. It's been a fall in terms of what was expected of him and what we've seen so far. And so maybe Ottawa helps him turn his career around. Lars Eller is stating he could return tomorrow. He wants to talk to Coach Peter Laviolette, but he feels pretty good, and he feels like he can go tomorrow. So that would be a big help to the Washington Capitals, who've been winning games and looking really good despite not having a full lineup here. So, yeah, Eller being back would definitely help the Capitals. Not that they've looked bad in his absence. Today against Florida, the Seattle Kraken will be starting Chris Driedger. So that's interesting. Yanni Gourde had his tour last night through Tampa, and they had a nice little video package for him. Driedger, I would think there'd be some similar greeting for him from Florida because he was pretty good for them last year. And so it may not be of the same emotional level as Yanni Gourde's, but his time in Florida definitely turned Driedger's career around. So yeah, we'll see how that goes for them and for him. Chris Russell is poised to be the first National Hockey League player to record 2,000 blocked shots. He's at 1,997. And so we'll see. Seabrook was at 1998. He, of course, won't play again, so he'll stay at that number. It's interesting, too, because it's not something that has been recorded throughout NHL history. But shot blocks, as they're being utilized now during the game, you would not have seen that back in the 80s, 90s. That just wasn't a thing. The rule basically was let the goalie see it. So don't block it, just let the goalie see it. There are times, too, still where I see guys block a shot, and I'm thinking, that's going way wide. That's an 85-mile-an-hour shot. That's nowhere near the net. You see a guy hurt his ankle or get hit in the ear. Man, goalies have a lot of big pads on, so they're kind of built for that. Regular hockey players aren't. But, Russell has proven that he's one of the masters at blocking shots. And so there you go. He's set to be the first one to reach 2,000. You got to think that that'll happen probably in their next game. You got to think he'll get 3 blocked shots in that game, right? Joe Pavelski last night for Dallas became the 10th U.S.-born hockey player to reach 400 goals. So I mentioned it in the review last night. I'm mentioning it here as well. Pavelski might be returning to his goal-scoring form from last year. If he can get close to that, that'd be a huge benefit to the Dallas Stars, who look like they're starting to turn this season around. But once they get back on the road, we'll find out. But there you go. The news of the day for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. What do you think Gaudette's going to be able to do for Ottawa, or do you think Ottawa just flips him at the deadline? Ottawa's just picking up players, and then at the deadline, they'll see what kind of draft picks they can get for him. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.